Precious.
10 amazing facts about Greenland. What do you know about Greenland? You probably know a little more than its name. Due to no fault of yours. Not at all. This is one of the most unknown places in the world. And that's why you're not supposed to miss a second of this video. Today we will be discussing 10 amazing facts about Greenland that you might not know. Being one of the most isolated places in the world is the least of them. Also, there is a lot more to this country than glaciers and ice that you likely have heard about before now. Follow along as we discuss 10 fun facts about Greenland to separate myth from fact. 10. Greenland is an autonomous country. Let's begin with the basics. In other words, let's define or describe, if you want, Greenland. To avoid getting involved in any diplomatic controversy, we will simply define Greenland as an autonomous country within the Kingdom of Denmark. But you hear that Greenland is a part of the North American continent. Yes, that is geographically correct. But politically and culturally, it has been associated with Europe for about 1,000 years. Since 1721, the European country of Denmark has established colonies in Greenland. But it was not until 1953 that the country was made part of Denmark. In 1979, Denmark granted what is known as Home Rule to Greenland. The expanded self-rule was inaugurated in 2009, transferring yet more decision-making power and more responsibilities to the government of Greenland. Under that new structure, Greenland can gradually assume more and more responsibilities and attain more independence from Denmark, whenever it is ready for it. Now, are we already digging into the history of Greenland? Okay, let's go there. 9. 4,500 years of history. Historians have told us what they believe, that the first humans arrived in Greenland around 2500 BC. While the group of migrants was believed to die out, they were succeeded by several other groups of North American migrants. At the beginning of the 10th century, Norsemen from Iceland arrived in the uninhabited southern part of Greenland. However, they disappeared in the late 1600s. Then the Inuit migrants arrived from Asia in the 13th century and left their bloodline there to this day. Their direct descendants are most Inuit Greenlanders. In fact, they continue to practice some of the centuries-old traditions, as we shall see later. Now, let's talk more about the Inuit culture before starting with physical features. 8. Inuit culture. Today, 88% of Greenland's population are Inuit or mixed Danish and Inuit, while the remaining 12% are of European descent, mainly Danish. The Inuit Greenlanders strongly identify with their Inuit kinsfolk in other parts of the world, like Alaska and Canada. Although the country is rapidly transforming and adopting Western culture, Greenland still retains a lot of its cultural heritage. You can see dog sleds and snowmobiles during winter heading out of town together. On special occasions, many Greenlanders still wear their national costume. They still stick to traditional meats derived from games locally hunted or fished for millennia. We'll tell you more about this later. These are sides to imported foodstuffs sold in the local supermarket. 7. World's largest island. Let's now go to Greenland's physical features. It is the world's biggest island by area that is not recognized as a continent. Spanning a total area of 2.16 million square kilometers, other offshore are captured in its area. Almost 80% of its area is covered by an ice cap. While the ice-free area is a minority, it is still around the size of Sweden. It is one of the world's least densely populated countries, with a population of 56,480, according to a 2017 estimate. That is one of the 10 amazing facts about Greenland. 6. 80% of Greenland is covered in ice. Greenland's inland ice is one of the world's largest ice sheets, second only to Antarctica. As you fly over the country, you will see that as an incredible sight. No matter where you are here, you'll see icebergs. One of the amazing facts about Greenland that you might not know is that there are no roads connecting its towns. No thanks to the rugged terrain and the very small population. The road system here is extremely limited, not connecting its towns. All roads basically stop on the outskirts of town. In fact, the longest road in Greenland is about 6.2 kilometers. A research station ran from Kellyville through Kangerlussuaq, all the way to the Greenland ice sheet in the past. Originally built by Volkswagen for their cold car test track on the inland ice, being used for tourism and for research purposes. 5. The name Greenland was a promotional stunt. Since 80% of Greenland is covered in ice, as you just saw, how come it is known as Greenland, despite all the snow and glaciers which paint the Arctic nation mostly white? So how did it get the name Greenland? It got that name from Erik the Red, an Icelandic criminal convicted of murder and exiled to the island. Erik the Red called it Greenland to promote the island, hoping that the name would attract settlers. Well, it could be argued that Greenland was actually green if what scientists say is anything to go by. According to them, Greenland was quite green some 2.5 million years ago. A recent study suggests that ancient dirt was cryogenically frozen underneath about 2 miles of ice for millions of years. 4. Fishing and whaling. Fishing is a major industry in Greenland, even though it has to struggle with ice sheets. Due to its frozen land, it imports almost everything except for seafood and other animals, as mentioned earlier. This land is known for its abundant fishing opportunities. In some of its regions, it's relatively easier to catch fish than it is in other parts of the world, owing to its cold waters that are rich in nutrients. Its extensive coastline and many fjords offer a wide range of fish species, such as Arctic char, cod, halibut, and salmon. No wonder it has become a popular destination for fishing enthusiasts. Another amazing fact about Greenland is its whaling. Each of its administrative areas has a certain quota of whales, fish, and seals assigned to it to ensure that there's no overfishing. There's a governmental policy that protects certain species like the blue whales, prohibiting exporting of whales and seals. They're only to be consumed locally. 3. A multilingual nation. Another one of the 10 amazing facts about Greenland to be discussed in this video is that the majority of its population speaks both the Greenlandic language branch, known as Kalaallisut, and Danish. Since 1979, when the Home Rule was established, the two languages have been used in public affairs. Today, the younger generation can learn both languages, in addition to English in school. This qualifies Greenland as a multilingual nation. But the Kalaallisut language is an interesting one with a long history. In 2009, when Greenland became self-ruling, Danish was dropped as one of the official languages of the country, leaving Kalaallisut. 2. The capital, Nuuk, is the most northerly capital city in the world. Let us drop a caveat here. Reykjavik, the capital of Iceland, might beat Nuuk to this title, with its latitude at 64 degrees 11 minutes north. We admit it's the northernmost capital city in the world, but that's if we're considering only independent sovereign states. Nevertheless, Nuuk is a few kilometers farther north than Reykjavik. Though Greenland is still part of the realm of Denmark, its capital, Nuuk, is located farther north than the world's northernmost capital, Reykjavik. 1. Midnight sun. Let us conclude with the same issue, weather and climate. How many times have you seen the sun at midnight? Well, that is the last of the 10 amazing facts about Greenland to be discussed in this video. Just wait till the end. We're almost there. Exercise patience. Every year from May 25th to July 25th, the sun does not set. It stays visible for 24 hours for those 2 months. Yes, for the entire day and night. It is called the midnight sun. It is a pretty cool natural phenomenon, and everyone needs to experience at least once in a lifetime. This longest day of the year is June 21st, and it is the summer solstice. It is a national holiday in Greenland. Before we conclude, let's ask you, did you learn something new about Greenland? Are there other facts about this land of ice that fascinate you? Please share your thoughts with us. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.